Hi, welcome to the MicroMD Practice Management Training on ICD-9 to ICD-10 translation, specifically regarding place markers and sequela, or other descriptors that ICD-10 codes per specialty may need to incorporate in their ICD-10 code. The first thing is, this video is meant to assist practices who have had auto code mapping done with identifying how to add additional codes. For practices that we have auto map codes, we went to reports and diagnosis history, and we only mapped the ICD-10 values for ICD-9 codes previously used on your MicroMD system. Therefore, you'll note that you do not have every ICD-10 code on the system imported or inserted into your practice list. That does not mean you don't have the code available or that you cannot use the code. So let's take a look at that. When we go into a patient account, create a new charge, and go to add an ICD-10 code, we can do so a couple of different ways. We can enter the ICD-9 value and our system will automatically pop up a list if we had mapped that code, or will indicate that no record was found. That means that that code was not used previously on your system and has not been mapped. All you need to do is click OK, and you'll notice the ICD-10 reference window opens up. You'll notice that it opens onto the diagnosis tab for the practice. Those are your mapped codes. If I click over to all, you'll be able to see that now I can access that code. Notice this green X allowing me to go ahead and add this to my system. I would simply hit save, and that would add it to my practice list, and I would no longer have to come in and choose all to select that code. In order to use the code, it does require the code be mapped. But as you see, and I won't map it, as you see, you do need to map the codes if you're going to be utilizing them. You don't want to map all codes in the ICD-10 code base, because then your system, when looking up your diagnosis codes, has to search all 118,000 possible rows of data. Currently on this client system for pain management, you can see that I only have to search through 11,612 rows. Much quicker and more efficient than 118,000. I could have also keyed in the ICD-10 code. Same thing would happen. It would tell me that it's not found, and it would open up, forcing me to click the All tab, choose the code I wanted, and click Save to map it and use it for this charge. Again, I'm not going to do that because I am on a live system. Let me show you one more code. You can see over here, this is used for OB practices where we have diabetes as a complication for a pregnant patient. I can enter in my 648.01. Because this system is not an OB practice, it's not part of this client's mapped codes. So I'm getting the no record indicator. When I click OK and go to my All tab, I can see that all my possible ICD-10 codes are now available. And I could select the most appropriate. And again, by choosing that and clicking on either double clicking the row or clicking this Add to Practice List button, I can quickly map this code, use it, and proceed with my charge entry. A code only has to be mapped a single time. If I were to map this code, the next time I go to use it, it would automatically pull up. However, in my practice list, it would only pull the single mapped item. if I wanted to go in and access another item that was not mapped, I would simply move from my Practice tab to my All tab, and that would allow me to see all codes. So remember, when you're processing claims after ICD10 is live on October 1st, there may be the need to map on the fly. Any codes that you see, such as my 008.45, that are already mapped clearly, will automatically post. Codes such as those we used in our examples that are not mapped will require on-the-fly mapping as shown, and then those codes can be used and will no longer require mapping in the future. I hope this video has been helpful. Please make sure to contact our support office if you have any questions as we transition to ICD-10. Please remember, our expectation for call volume will be high, and we suggest for the quickest possible service, non-urgent matters be sent via our support email address, which is support@medicalsoftwareinc.com. Thank you.